I'm super pumped to give you a very brief update on Make Wellness. If you're looking at this from an opportunity standpoint, I don't think it's humanly possible to find something that's more well put together, that has all the operations in place, and also has just the timing and the blue ocean product lineup that we have. But you're catching us right now when we're just a couple months in. So we're going to talk about a couple concepts with you. So like I said, we just launched in March and we had a brief ramp up period prior to that. So in our first 6 months, we've shipped 300,000 orders. Last month, we had over 52,000 customers and 16,000 of them were brand new. So affiliates that are doing this with us right now are banking subscription after subscription every single month. And that's because these products that we're going to talk about are high impact. These products speak, these products talk. There's no guesswork to them. What makes this special is you have the trifecta: people, products, and plans. So in regards to the people, you have a corporate team that has collectively built 4 different companies to multiple $1 billion in sales. And you also have field leaders who have grown billion-dollar businesses with their collective talents and skills and have moved billions of dollars in product into the marketplace. So there's no guessing here. There's no hoping. We know exactly what we're doing, how to scale, and how to continue to win year after year. Next, you have the product, which is a new technology to the world in the form of bioactive precision peptides. This is significant because this is a first-in-the-world solution that delivers real nature-made peptides to the body in a holistic process which largely solves a 40-year riddle. For the past 40 years, humankind was stuck having to jab themselves with needles in order to get synthetic peptides into their bodies, or they had to consume synthetic oral peptides, which were wrapped in a chemical drug coating to get it into your body, neither of which are ideal. And synthetic peptides are much more expensive. They typically have a strange usage schedule, meaning that you have to come on and off of them since they aren't natural. So finally, people have a choice, but they don't know it yet. And we're going to go tell them. You see, a peptide is one of the most powerful molecules in the world, and it's the only cell signaling molecule that exists in nature, meaning that it's the only molecule that can directly communicate with your cells and your DNA and cause it to almost flip a light switch to encourage your body to increase lean muscle, target visceral fat, improve skin, energy levels, focus, sleep, memory, and the list goes on. Think of peptides as text messages for your body. Now, let me show you real quick what a peptide is. This would represent what's called a peptide, and all it is a strand of amino acids. Anywhere from 2 to 50 amino acids make up a peptide, all right? Now, when you eat any type of protein, whether it comes from a plant or animal, that protein looks kind of like this. And as this starts to travel through your body starts to break that protein up into peptides and then ultimately into amino acids. Amino acids are what are ultimately absorbed into your bloodstream. So a peptide, whether it be synthetic or nature-made, is a strand of 2 to 50 amino acids. But if you could ever get this peptide into the bloodstream, past the liver, into the body, now it could directly communicate with your DNA. So if you think of your DNA as the lock, a peptide is the key. But like I said, for the past 40 years, we've been stuck only being able to get a synthetic peptide in the body until now. Take FIT, for example. FIT reduces muscle fatigue by 47%. It enhances protein synthesis 4 times that of whey protein. It improves your recovery 103%. It boosts your performance 54%. Do you know anyone that wouldn't want to increase their performance 54%? Well, there's 2 recent breakthroughs that have allowed us to achieve this. Number 1 is through artificial intelligence, we're now able to identify peptides in nature that can be used to communicate with certain DNA receptors in your body. And number 2, we've discovered holistic delivery methods to actually get these peptides into your body naturally. So for example, in the case of FIT, the way we get FIT into your body is through something called the protein peptide matrix. The protein peptide matrix naturally cloaks the peptide through encryption. It helps it get past your hydrochloric acid. It helps it get past your gastric pepsin, your proteases, your carboxypeptidase, the trypsin, and the chymotrypsin in your body. And through this new encryption technology, it gets that peptide into your body holistically for the first time in history. It protects it from all those elements in your digestive process, gets it past the liver, and bam, now you have a peptide in the body that's now able to communicate with your DNA. In fact, these 2 discoveries put humanity 30 million years ahead, both the ability to recognize peptides in nature that could be used, and number 2, to holistically get them into the body through different delivery methods. Simply put, peptides make you superhuman, so these bioactive precision peptides are like a new era of super supplements, and you're the first in the world to go talk about them. Now, right now, we have 6 products: fit, lean, focused, energized, hydrated, and calm. So we always ask, do you know anyone that doesn't want to be fit, lean, focused, energized, hydrated, and calm? No, right? Just about every single person you know would love to elevate those areas. And like I said, when you take these products, you'll start to see an immediate effect. There's no guesswork here on whether or not it's working, which is why they're flying off the shelves. Now, how big is this opportunity runway in front of you and I right now? My friend, it's massive. In fact, the overall peptide market surpassed $46 billion in 2024, and it's predicted to reach over $92 billion by 2033. And remember, this is largely dominated by synthetics, which, like I said, are injected, they're expensive, they can have side effects, and they carry a complex usage schedule. But a synthetic peptide is simply trying to mimic a bioactive or nature-derived peptide, meaning that if they could have figured out a way to get a natural peptide into the body 40 years ago, they would have done it, but they couldn't, so they didn't, and now we can, and you and I are the first in the world to go tell the story. So what do you think is going to happen when the world realizes that they can now get real nature-made peptides that are ingestible in capsule form or delicious ready-to-mix drink beverages, and they're affordable and they're simple to take, and you can use them every day? Yeah, the whole world is going to want this. Now, the last part of the trifecta is the plan. We teach you everything you need to know to attract customers to you like a magnet. So what that means is you're not going to have to go out there and beg your friends and family to buy peptides from you. Believe me, you just got to let them know you have this, and they're going to be ready to buy it. Then you just find out their goals, whether that be to lose weight, increase performance, mood, energy, focus, etc. And we'll teach you which products to recommend. Then you'll just simply send them your link, and presto, another customer. You can do this as many times a day as you'd like, and the company will pay you up to 40% a month on your sales. But get this, they pay you every day at 6 p.m. Mountain, and we're about to turn on hourly pay where you'll be able to get paid at the top of every hour. This is ridiculous. Not only that, but there's no fee to be an affiliate, and they even have what are called income guarantees, meaning that when you sell 500 in a calendar month, you'll make at least $100. When you get $1,000 in orders in a calendar month, you'll make at least $200. And when you get 2,000 in orders in a calendar month, you'll make at least $500. Not only that, but check this out. When you sell 2,000 in your first full month in the business, you'll also get a $500 gift card to your choice of Lululemon, Apple, Disney, Nike, Tiffany & Company, or Ticketmaster. So when you get 2,000 in orders your first full month, you'll technically make $1,000 on 2,000 in sales. That's 50% commission. And here's something else absurd. Your own personal order counts. Not only does your own personal order count, but all of your customers' orders count, and so do the personal orders of any affiliate that you decide to share this with. The only thing that matters here are orders. We don't care what avenue they come from. Finally, so simple. So the way that most people get started is with something called a launch box, and this is really cool because you get this real pretty branded box, and then you also get to try all 6 products. You also get a glass vase with a bamboo lid on it. This also gets you 10% towards the next incentive trip. Right now we have a trip going to Cancun that you can come win with us. So this is a great way to start, but check this out. When you do a launch box, you get 10 points towards the trip, and all you have to do is score 100 points and boom, you go, and you have until August. So for example, pretend this is your friend Rachel, and she watches the same video and decides to get started with a launch box. So that's $449 retail, right? And let's say she goes through our 30-minute launch system, which is 5 easy steps. She learns how to share her link, learns how to talk about the products, etc., and gets her first customer today who orders lean. Well, now she's at 538 in sales, so boom, she's now going to make at least $100 this month. Now let me ask you this, do you think Rachel's excited? Yeah. At first she was nervous, and now she's confident. She knows she can do this. Now, do you honestly think Rachel's going to stop there? Absolutely not, because when she gets to 1,000, she'll make at least 200. And do you think she'll stop there? Absolutely not, because she's so close to becoming what's called a premier affiliate now and earning a $500 guarantee and picking up that $500 gift card. Nothing is stopping Rachel, and nothing's going to stop you. Need a post idea? We only have 10,000. Need a strategy? We only have an infinite supply. Need support? This is what we do every single day. Now, of course, there are other ways to get paid. And yes, of course, if you're watching this and you have a desire to generate 6 or even 7 figures a year, we can show you how to do that. But wherever you want to go, it's going to start with that first step. We have a plan. We know exactly what we're doing, and we're going to take a lot of people with us. So if that makes sense, your next step is to get set up as an affiliate with the person who invited you to watch this, and just follow our step-by-step system and we'll help you win. Make Wellness is on track to do over $100 million in year one revenue and break every record in our industry. And when we do that, it will put us on a very short list with two other historical companies in history. One who did 67 million their first year in 2005 and went on to become $1 billion company in 3 years, along with another one that did 99 million their first year in 2011 and went on to become $1 billion company in 3 years. If we remove you, me, and all the other talented people involved with Make Wellness right now and just purely look at the historical data and numbers, when Make Wellness does over 100 million year one and breaks every record, that puts us on that same trajectory. I think you should come write history with us. I think you should come change the world with us and be one of the first to go impact people's lives with this brand new technology called Bioactive Precision Peptides. I'll tell you something else. This product has more research and money behind it than anything you've ever marketed, and we are swinging for the fences. You're not going to believe some of the products that we'll come out with this year, among other things that will be an industry first. Come win with us if this makes sense. Your next step is to get set up as an affiliate in about 2 to 3 minutes, figure out which products that you want to start with, or just start with all 6 like I did by getting a launch box. Then we'll get you trained up in about 30 minutes with our on-ramp system that's ready and waiting for you. Next, we'll help you get your first customer or two, possibly even by the end of the day, and start earning your first commissions here. Then we'll take it step by step, one day at a time, and based upon your goals, we'll give you an exact plan to scale your business to the level that you see fit. We look forward to working with you and welcoming you into the Make Wellness community. Let's go make history and go write the greatest story ever told together. See you.